Hello crocheters, it's Sylvia from Crazy Cool Crochet with another project, and this one is another beginner project, a baby blanket. This is using single crochet and half double crochet because first of all I am using two different color yarns, and one is the multicolor that you see here, and then the second color is going to be a solid baby pink. It looks like that. Now 2 rows will be single crochet in the multi, and then 2 rows will be half double in the solid. If you need instruction on exactly how to do the beginning chain, single crochet, half double crochet, as always, I will go ahead and leave a little link up at the top, a little white bar that will take you to the beginner series where you can learn how to do all of the beginning stitches. Now for this one we are going to do, it's a small blanket. If you want it larger, well, you're going to need more yarn, obviously, and I will put the description of the yarn, how much you need, using an end hook, and all of that will be in the description below the video. So let's get started with 51 chains. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to stop here, do 51 total chains. Use a fairly loose tension. Okay, we've got our 51 chains. Now we're going to do the first row of single crochet. So insert your first stitch in the second chain from the hook and do your single, and you're going to single in each chain all the way across. We are at the end of that first row of single crochets. We're going to enter the last single in that last chain. That's 50. For that second row, chain 1, turn your work, and now enter the first single crochet into that first space. And you're going under that top chain, looks like a little V, and then single crochet all the way across for 50. Keep that count. And actually, let me go ahead and do that last one with you. Okay, so we're just going to work that single as usual and stop when you've got your 2 loops on the hook. Now we're going to drop that current yarn, pick up the new yarn, the second color, which in this case is going to be the light pink, leave a tail, yarn over, bring that yarn through those 2 loops to complete that last single crochet. Now we're going to work 2 rows of half double. So for the half double we chain 2. 1, 2, turn the work around. You've got that strand with the second color, and then start your half double in that first space. Let me refresh you a little bit here. Yarn over, insert the hook into the space in between those 2 singles at the bottom, under that 2 strand chain at the top. Okay, yarn over, insert, yarn over, bring the yarn through for 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's a half double. Going to insert that last half double for number 50. And then chain 2. We'll turn our work and work a second row of half double. Okay, so yarn over, insert the hook under the 2 strand chain at the top, and work your half doubles that way all the way across. 50 half doubles. We're at the end of that second row of half double. Going to start that 50th half double. For that last one we can go ahead and insert it in the space. Now we are going to pick up the original color, the multicolor, So to complete the half double, we pick up that other color and yarn over and pull through to finish off that last half double crochet. Now we're going to do 2 rows of single. So for the single, we chain 1 and turn the work. We're going to go into that 2 strand chain right under that, and we're going to do 2 rows of single crochet. Now we're at the end of that single crochet row, so go ahead and insert the 50th in that space, the last space, chain 1, turn, and do that second row of single crochet, entering under that 2 strand chain, which in this case will be the spaces. Okay, we've reached the end of that single crochet row, and now we're going to pick up the second color again. So leave that multicolor just hanging. You've got your 2 loops on the hook for that last single crochet, the 50th. Pick up the second color, yarn over, pull it through to complete that last single crochet, chain 2, because the next 2 rows are going to be half doubles. So turn your work around, turn it over, and then do the 2 rows of half double. 2 rows of single, 2 rows of half double, 2 rows of single. Almost completed baby blanket, and what we have done here is done 10 stripes of the multicolors and 9 stripes of the solid light pink. Okay, so of course each stripe is 2 rows. At the end, we tied it off, and you can go ahead and cut off that last multicolor. So we started with the multicolor, we end with the multicolor, 2 rows of each. Now this blanket, it's going to look kind of small, but that's what we want. This is designed to be a stroller blanket or even a car seat blanket. Okay, now we are going to work on the border, and the border is going to be scallops, as you can see right here. That strand of yarn is still hanging there. Remember, we only cut off the multicolor yarn when we finished that last row, and then the yarn that was carrying over is still there. So we can just go ahead and start right there. Okay, so insert the yarn in the space right under the yarn. Pull up a loop, pull through to secure the yarn there. Now we're going to do a single crochet in that same space, and then we're going to skip a space. Now it's going to seem like there's no real rhyme or reason to what we're doing here as far as where we're inserting the hook. It's going to be a lot of just basically guessing where to put it, which I know for a beginner makes no sense at all, but let me just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so the scallops consist of 5 double crochets in the same spot. Now for this pattern, we are going to insert a single crochet. We're going to skip a space as best we can. There's a space right there. We can just skip that, and we'll go into the next space, which is this bigger one here. And actually that's too far apart. Okay, so we're going to skip that next one. Let's go in here Okay, so for a double crochet, you yarn over, insert the hook in the space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're going to do 5 in the same spot. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I'm going to skip that next space, and here you can see there's 2 spaces. Skip that one. So in the next one, do a single crochet, skip that next spot, yarn over for a double that we will enter about right in here. So you can see what I'm talking about when I'm saying you kind of have to guess. You just feel your way, see where there's a good opening that's not too far spaced. And we're going to do 5 double crochets again in the same spot to create the scallop. There's 3, 4, and 5. So there's what it's looking like. Okay, on my blanket, I'm getting close to the corner here. I've already inserted my single. So if I skip a space and I enter in the next space, it's not quite to the corner. So I am going to make an executive decision and insert another single right next to that last single. This is an art, not a science, so you can pretty much do whatever you want to do when it comes to crochet. Sometimes you have to, do what you got to do to make it work, which is what I'm doing here. Okay, so I inserted the second. It's not going to even be noticeable, really. The second single right there. This may not even apply to your blanket. Maybe where you started, you will end up nice and even in the corner. But I'm just showing you, just in case you end up like I did, a little bit off, don't worry about it. Improvise. Okay, so now we are going to enter the 5 singles into that corner space. And this is the beginning tail from when we very first started. So you can just incorporate that in your stitches. Okay, so just like hang on to it, do your double, hang on to that little tail there. We're going to just hide it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we got the scallop in the corner. Now we're going to skip. Now this row is going to feel completely different from the side row that we just worked on. Okay, so here we will skip that space, insert a single into the next, skip the next one, insert the 5 doubles into the next, and here's what it's looking like. Just keep on going all the way around until we meet back at the very beginning. So just do the best you can when you come to the corners and improvise where you need to. It's perfectly okay. And there is your completed baby blanket. You entered the scallops all the way around. So I hope you like that. Please subscribe, click that little red button at the bottom, and I would appreciate that so much.